I'm Martha Mertz, founder of Athena International and the Athena Awards. It is very disappointing for me to be unable to visit your community this year, to participate with you in celebrating the 35th anniversary of giving Athena Awards in Lancaster. I would like to thank the McGraw family for having brought these awards to your community in the beginning and for having supporting all these years these awards. I'd like to congratulate all of the past Athena recipients in Lancaster, and I am looking forward to coming to your community next year to help you celebrate such a significant event.
Hi, I'm Travis Markwood, President of the Lancaster-Fairfield County Chamber of Commerce. Since 1985, the Lancaster-Fairfield County Chamber of Commerce has had the great honor in partnering with the Robert D. McGraw family to recognize outstanding female leaders in our community by awarding the International Athena Award each year. The McGraw family had the foresight to initiate this award in our community by realizing that women deserve to be honored for their achievements and contributions. The International Athena Award is highly recognized worldwide and has certainly become a crowning achievement for many in our community. This past August would have been the 35th anniversary for the Athena Award. There were big plans to celebrate this milestone at our annual Athena banquet. Unfortunately, the current COVID pandemic has forced us to postpone the 35th anniversary celebration until August of 2021. However, the McGraw family and the Chamber decided that a video presentation highlighting the history of this award and the many deserving women who have received it would be appropriate in 2020. We look forward to seeing you all at the 35th anniversary of the Athena Awards banquet next year. But in the meantime, please enjoy the following video presentation.
Hi, I'm Kathy Bittler, recipient of the 1997 Athena Award, longtime Athena Planning Committee member, and award banquet MC for many years. It's my pleasure to provide the history of the Athena Award in our community and to introduce you to some of our past recipients. In 1985, Robert D. McGraw was the owner and operator of the Oldsmobile dealership here in Lancaster. Through his dealership affiliation with GM and the Oldsmobile division, he learned of an award that was being created by the Lansing, Michigan Chamber of Commerce, designed to recognize women for their talents, leadership, and contribution as professionals in what was, at the time, a predominantly male-dominated industry. Through many years of working in Lancaster, Robert already knew that we had professional women who embodied attributes of the Athena recognition. So, in 1985, he worked with the Lancaster-Fairfield County Chamber of Commerce to recognize our first Athena recipient. For many years, the Athena Award was given out at the Chamber's annual trade show, dinner, and annual awards program, with many other prestigious community awards being offered at the same time. But in 2005, the Chamber and the McGraw family felt the award deserved its own special evening, and the annual Athena Awards banquet was born. The event has been, and still is, considered one of the Chamber's most anticipated events throughout the year.
My father, Robert D. McGraw, was born and raised in Urbana, Ohio, and was a World War II veteran. In the early months of 1952, he heard that the Oldsmobile Division franchise of General Motors was available in Lancaster. He made several trips to check out Lancaster and Fairfield County. He did not know anyone here and had no connection to the area. As he said, he just liked what he saw and felt. With the blessing and support of his wife and my mother, Mary, my father became the Oldsmobile new car dealer and founded McGraw Oldsmobile on July 1st, 1952. He was a very successful new car dealer for 48 years until General Motors made the decision to phase out the Oldsmobile division in 2001. My father was a firm believer of supporting the community you live and work in. He supported Lancaster and Fairfield County financially, as well as being involved in organizations and groups. He set an example to all his employees to be involved and to give back. He was proud to say that he was a business owner in Lancaster, Ohio. He was thankful to raise his family here. He said many times that he could never repay this community for the many successful years in business and for a wonderful place to call home. In early 1985, the Oldsonville division of General Motors, with its headquarters in Lansing, Michigan, was actively promoting the Athena Award that had been founded by Martha Mertz and the Lansing, Michigan Chamber of Commerce. Through a dealer network of over 3,000 dealers nationwide, the Oldsonville division felt it could help recognize the contributions women were making to the business world, their professions, and communities. With the assistance of then Lancaster Fairfield County Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Dave Leeser and the Assistant Director Elizabeth Welsh, plans began for our first Athena Award to be presented at the annual Chamber Dinner in January of 1986. McGraw-Oldsonville and the Chamber presented the Athena Award annually through 2001. With the phase-out of the Oldsonville division and the passing of my father, my family decided to continue our sponsorship of the Athena Award in 2002 through the Chamber in his memory. The recipients of the Athena Award have, do, and will make our community a great place to live and work. The Robert D. McGraw family has been blessed to be a part of Lancaster and Fairfield County for over 68 years, and we can never repay this community for everything it has given us.
Being a recipient of this prestigious award has meant a lot to me over the years. It's also allowed me to create a special bond with the many women who have received the award before me and after me. Please join John and me as we take a look back on this wonderful recognition and all of the many deserving women who've had the honor of receiving the Athena International Award. In 1985, Jane Jose was honored as the first recipient of the Athena Award in Lancaster. Jane owned the Richard L. Alt Insurance Agency, served on the United Way Board of Review Committee, Junior Achievement Board, the Visiting Nurses Board, and is part of the formation of the Chamber's Ambassadors Club. Jane explains that receiving the Athena Award made her realize that giving back to our community was a serious responsibility, and she had to make this commitment to do just that. Jane currently enjoys being retired and living part-time in North Myrtle Beach. In reflecting on the award, Jane said, and I quote, "I remember being very proud of the Robert and Mary McGraw family for starting this award, and very honored to receive it. I think John and I were scared to death being on that platform at the Chamber annual banquet in front of all those people. I would personally like to thank Robert and Mary McGraw and the McGraw family for starting this award and continuing it over the years. To all of the past and future winners of this award, please know that this family was very forward-thinking at the time that they started the award. All of you have the great honor of being very professional in your career, and my hope is that you pay this forward for many years to come." In 1986, Sue Glabb owned Interim Temporaries. Now, besides owning her own business, Sue was also involved in the American Red Cross, United Way, New Horizons, Fairfield County Foundation, and served on the advisory committee of the Office Management Technology program at Ohio University Lancaster. She was also very involved with the Chamber of Commerce as one of the founders of the Women's Division. According to her daughter, at the time of her retirement, she was probably one of Fairfield County's largest employers. Sue was very proud of her Athena Award and cherished the meaning behind it, as she believed that people should be recognized and appreciated for their commitment to the community. Her family is proud of her achievements as a business owner, but more importantly, of her commitment to her family as a wife and mother. Sue Glabb passed away on August 9th, 2007. In 1987, Pearline Reffett was very active in real estate, running her own business, and serving on several boards of directors. Some of her most notable accomplishments include being named Realtor of the Year, being elected the first woman president of the local real estate board, serving on the drug abuse board, co-chairing program ad sales for the Lancaster Festival, serving as communications chairwoman for the Capital Campaign for the Robert K. Fox Family Y, secretary for the Historic Lancaster Committee, and having her home featured on the Fairfield Heritage Association tour of homes. As someone who's very involved in our community, it's no surprise that Pearline took great pride in receiving the Athena Award and being recognized for her accomplishments and contributions. She said, "Anytime you take pride in what you're doing and what you've accomplished, you feel a greater pride in being recognized for it, and certainly strive to set an example in your community to respect that recognition." Pearline remains active in our community and believes that every day is a gift from heaven.
In 1988, Sally Spangler was the chairman of the Women's Division of the Chamber and was co-chairman of Lancaster Downtown Association and Farmers Market. While she was very proud to have received the award, she also describes wondering if she deserved it, and as she explains, there are so many women then and now who deserve this honor. But she cherishes the many interesting individuals she has met because of the award. Sally is currently still a proud member of the Chamber as a part of Clark Insurance. Sally is happy that the award still continues in our community and said, "I think we are very fortunate to have the Robert D. McGraw family sponsor this award." The 1989 recipient was Marlena Keynes. At the time, Marlena was actively involved in her family business, Hammond Clothiers, and was the owner of Hammond's Gallery, which was located downtown. After she moved to Bexley in 1997, Marlena opened Hammond Harkins Art Gallery, now operating in Columbus, which features American and European contemporary art. In 1990, the Athena recipient was Sue Widener Barber. At the time, Sue was the Assistant Vice President at Fairfield National Bank, now Park National, and also owned Susanna Gallery in downtown Lancaster. Sue served as the treasurer of the Fairfield County Society for Crippled Children, as the City Council 5th Ward representative, was on Big Brothers Big Sisters Board of Directors, and was involved in the AmeriFlora project. After receiving her award, Sue said she felt proud just knowing that my community wanted to acknowledge my profession and contributions to Lancaster. Once she retired from the bank, Sue moved to San Diego and married George Barber. After the passing of her husband, she moved back to Lancaster, where she currently plans on staying. She is happy to be in town, closer to her family, as they are everything to her and are her proudest accomplishment.
The 1991 recipient was Sue Rowland. At the time, Sue was the Promotion and Development Coordinator at the Lancaster Heritage District Business Association. After leaving Lancaster, Sue was the Director of Adult Education Operations at Delaware Area Career Center. Sue's currently retired and living in Powell. In 1992, Nancy Frick worked with the Continuing Education Program at Ohio University Lancaster. In addition to the Athena Award, one of her proudest accomplishments was starting the Kids in College program at OUL. This summer program gives grade school kids the opportunity to visit OUL and experience the campus and classrooms, and offers them the opportunity to learn from OUL professors. Nancy describes the Athena ceremony as emotional and gratifying, especially since her entire family was in attendance. She said this award has allowed her to meet many interesting people with similar values and goals of doing well for our community. In 1993, Carolyn King was the manager of 2 National City Bank offices and was a member of Lancaster Rotary. Receiving the award was a significant moment in her life, as she was very proud of her accomplishments, but also recalls that she felt so nervous standing up and speaking to such a large crowd. Carolyn describes it as an overall very positive experience and as one of her most notable accomplishments. Her other accomplishments include being an FHA state officer, being on the Ohio State Fair Junior Fair Board, receiving the New Leader Award from the Ohio State College of Human Ecology, and earning the Certified Treasury Professional designation.
In 1994, Fran Miller was a realtor with Gorsuch Realty. Mary Gorsuch, who would later win the Athena Award herself, was actually a professional inspiration for Fran. Fran was also a 4-H leader and was very active with her children's school activities. She has several honors, including being an American Red Cross Hero, Lancaster Board of Realtors Salesperson of the Year, as well as their president 3 times in 1993, 2003, and 2013. Ohio Association of Realtors, Realtor of the Year, and having her own brick on the Lancaster Festival Walk of Fame for her contributions to the festival. When she received the Athena Award, Fran remembers that all her brothers and sisters were in attendance and admits to being very proud of this award, in particular because of the focus exclusively on her own accomplishments. Fran says that she has always worked, not for recognition, but because she has always believed that we are to do just because something needs to be done. Adding that the Athena organization gets stronger if we all work together. Today, Fran continues to work at Gorsuch Realty as co-chair of the Lancaster Holiday Festival and values time with her family. In 1995, the recipient was Linda Disbennett. At the time, Linda was a vice president at NCOT Accounting and Consulting. Linda served for several years as the co-chair of the Forest Rose Christmas Party, sponsored annually by Lancaster Rotary. She currently works with the Windsor Company in Lancaster. In 1996, Mina Ubing was CFO and interim CEO at Fairfield Medical Center. She was also involved with the board of Fairfield Industries and the United Way. Before receiving the award herself, Mina was active in the Athena Award nomination process in prior years. When she received the award, she was extremely honored, but also incredibly nervous, admitting that she was concerned about dropping the award and feared falling off the riser. Besides Athena, some other of Mina's other accomplishments include helping create the Fairfield Medical Center Foundation, running a successful United Way campaign, and speaking nationally to the American Hospital Association. In 1997, Kathy Bittler was working at South Central Power as the Director of Economic Development and Public Affairs. After receiving the Athena Award, Kathy came away with a renewed spark and love for this community. And as she said in her acceptance speech, "I did not get here without some help." So she was very grateful to have had her family at the event with her. Kathy has always been involved in the community through groups such as the Lancaster Area Community Improvement Corporation, Fairfield County Revolving Loan Fund, the Coordinating Council at Ohio University Lancaster, where she was also an adjunct professor for nearly 10 years, and Lancaster Rotary Club. Kathy is currently retired but is keeping busy as a board of directors member for Standing Stone Bank and serving as a training facilitator under contract to Touchstone Energy Corporation Incorporated. as well as continuing to travel with her husband David. Even after all of their travels, Lancaster is still home, and Kathy still gets a deep sense of pride each time she walks down Main Street.
In 1998, Diane Eversole was the executive director of the Fairfield County Foundation. Before that, Diane spent 19 years as an elementary school principal in 3 different Lancaster City school buildings. During her time in education, she served on numerous nonprofit community committees, including the New Horizons Mental Health Services, United Way, the Decorative Arts Center of Ohio, and the Fairfield County Heritage Association, where she was co-director of the Georgia Museum. Diane is very passionate about education, and one of her proudest achievements was raising the performance and morale at one of the schools she served. Diane accomplished this through creating the Student Mediation Program, which taught students mediation and conflict resolution skills. Diane is now happily retired with her husband of almost 55 years, Charles, and she's still proud to be a part of the Athena community, which she describes as a group of remarkable women. On the night she received her award, Diane remembers that John McGraw presented the award statue and reminded those in attendance that the Athena Award celebrates wisdom, courage, strength, and enlightenment. In 1999, Jennifer Friel was serving on several boards, including the American Red Cross, New Horizons, and the Chamber of Commerce. She'd also taken over the family business, Midwest Fabricating, after the passing of her father. At Midwest Fabricating, Jennifer worked to grow and develop the business, as well as more recently promoting the manufacturing industry as an acceptable choice for our youth. Jennifer is also the first and only female chairperson of the Industrial Fasteners Institute, and she's helped contribute to the founding of the AHA Children's Museum. Her contribution to Athena includes working with the Athena Planning Committee to expand the Athena Awards program as its own event. Jennifer still enjoys witnessing new members come into the Athena sisterhood with each passing year. Today, Jennifer continues her role as CEO of Midwest Fabricating and is the proud mother of 2 teenagers. In 2000, Joyce Harvey was the coordinator of outreach and public relations services at the Fairfield County District Library. As a member of the Ohio Library Council and the American Library Association for 24 years, Joyce is passionate about library institutes. As she says, public libraries build community. My role was to introduce library services to all, from the homeless to business owners, and from toddlers to senior citizens. Joyce also served as the interim director and acting assistant director with the Fairfield County District Library. She worked through the planning and renovation of the main library and its branches. Joyce chaired the Vote for the Libraries Committee and succeeded in passing the county's first .5 mil 5-year operating levy the second time it appeared on the ballot. Joyce sees the Athena Award as a great networking community. As a recipient of the award, she has met great women who know how to get things done. Today, Joyce still lives in downtown Lancaster and uses her research skills to write the Remember When articles about local history in the Lancaster Eagle-Gazette. Her daughter Erin is also downtown, currently managing the Keller Market House.
The 2001 recipient, Sandy Mahalam, was the manager of marketing services at Fairfield Medical Center. Sandy previously worked as the executive director of the American Cancer Association and the administrative director of the United Way of Fairfield County. Besides her love of social and service organizations, Sandy had a passion for the fine arts. She attended Columbus College of Art and Design, and one of her first jobs was working with graphic design at Anchor Hockey. Her volunteer efforts included time spent having passed the bond issue and tax levy for Lancaster City schools. Sandy passed away November 14th of 2017. In 2002, Eileen Competti had just been named president of Diamond Power International Incorporated in Lancaster. Eileen worked her way up from an engineering co-op student to becoming Diamond Power International Incorporated's youngest and only female president for 14 years. Athena has affected her life because to Eileen, becoming an Athena means you've joined a distinguished group of other recipients. She is proud to be a part of a group that honors people who showcase professional excellence, community service, and actively work to assist women to attain these ideals. She is passionate about giving back to the community through advocacy and volunteerism, relating to causes such as education, income, health, and other community needs. Today, Eileen is happily retired and enjoys managing several real estate ventures and spending time with friends and family, including her children and grandchildren. In 2003, Barry Watkins was the Chief Operating Officer at Ohio University Lancaster and had previously served as Dean of the campus. There, she directed the new campus planning process, raised $4.5 million that was used to eliminate the accrued debt, and started the architectural planning for the new campus. Receiving the Athena Award led Barry to get even more involved in the community, as she started to participate more with the Chamber of Commerce as well as with the Lancaster Festival. Her husband explains that she made a pledge during the Athena Award to help the Lancaster community in any way she could. Besides her work in the community, Barry was also proud of her time spent as the director of the program on women at Northwestern University in Illinois. And she also enjoyed landscaping and gardening during her free time. Barry passed away on April 2nd, 2011.
In 2004, Mary Gorsuch owned and operated Gorsuch Enterprises. She was passionate about the community and supported many nonprofits and groups, including the Lancaster Board of Realtors, Quota International of Lancaster, Harmony Court Order of the Amaranth of Canal Winchester, Order of the White Shrine of Jerusalem, Ladies Oriental Shrine of North America, American Legion Auxiliary, and TNT Club. She owned her own real estate and insurance office in 1947 with her husband Frank and her son Leonard, and was actively involved with that company for 60 years. Mary also graciously donated land to the Lancaster City Schools for the elementary school Gorsuch West, which now bears her name. According to Mary's family, she believed in moderation of all things, in giving back and paying it forward. She was truly a great role model for her family and employees. Her grace, caring, and generous spirit forever changed the lives of everyone she touched, and her positive impact in the community will be felt for generations to come. Mary Gorsuch passed away November 24th, 2017. No award was presented in 2005, as the Athena program made a transition from a presentation as part of the annual trade show, dinner, and awards program to a standalone event. So in 2006, the Athena Award was presented to Nancy Rozier, who was director of the Center for Adult Learning at Ohio University Lancaster and a part-time instructor there. She was also an active member of the Women's Division of the Chamber of Commerce and had been president of the Fairfield Arthritis Foundation. She was also an instructor in the joint Ohio University Lancaster Fairfield County Chamber of Commerce Quality Initiative called Cubic. When Nancy received the Athena Award, she was surprised and felt very honored. Through her Athena recognition, Nancy had the privilege of mentoring several women from local businesses. Receiving the Athena Award and being selected as Employee of the Year at Fairfield Medical Center, where she led FMC's Employee Education Department, are two of her greatest, proudest professional achievements. Today, Nancy is currently enjoying her retirement. The mission of Athena International is to inspire women to achieve their full leadership potential. In furthering that idea, the local Athena committee made a decision in 2007 to expand the program. The goal was to recognize a young woman who is proving herself to be a leader in our community. For help with this, the committee turned to Ohio University Lancaster and formed a partnership to develop the Emerging Athena Award. Each year, we ask OUL to select a current student or a recent graduate who, while attending OUL, demonstrated excellence, creativity, and initiative, provided valuable service by contributing time and energy to improve the quality of life on campus or in the community, and had achieved academic success. Working with the dean, a team at OUL has selected outstanding Emerging Athena Award winners over the history of the award presentation, beginning with Tracy Kelly. In 2007, Judy Root was the Executive Vice President and Secretary of Fairfield Federal. She'd also been Chair of the Family Selection Committee for Habitat for Humanity, Chair of the Rotary Youth Exchange Committee, and was a member of the Chamber's Board of Directors. Before the night she received her Athena Award, she was told that someone else was getting it. So when her name was announced, Judy realized that she'd been tricked, and she was very pleasantly surprised. Judy explains that receiving the Athena Award gave her more confidence and that it was a great honor. Judy also says she owes a large part of her success to Ron Keaton, who was always a friend and a mentor to her. Judy is now happily retired with her husband Steve. Through Rotary, Judy has hosted 22 exchange students. 3 of those former exchange students have now become U.S. citizens, and she enjoys visiting with them and their families.
In 2008, Linda Sheridan was finishing up a 10-year service as commissioner at the Fairfield Metropolitan Housing Authority and had just began her position as managing partner with Snyder & Company. Linda has also been on the William V. Fisher Catholic Foundation and Finance Committee and was the campaign treasurer for Jerry Stapleton, Ohio House of Representatives, as well as a member of the Fairfield Medical Center Board of Directors. In her professional career, she is most proud of the leadership opportunities she has been presented, with her leadership at Snyder & Company, as well as heading the Fairfield Medical Center Board's CEO Search Committee. Linda says that women especially understand the importance of building, maintaining, and nurturing successful relationships in all aspects of our lives. The Athena Award also impacted Linda's view on leadership, as she states that receiving the award gave her a huge sense of responsibility to continue developing herself as a leader and to give back to her community in a meaningful way. Today, Linda is proud of her relationship with her large family, as well as the family bond she has made with her firm. In 2008, the Emerging Athena recipient was Kelly Doty. In 2009, Kelly Ailes was the executive director of the Lancaster Fairfield Community Action Agency. There with her team, Kelly was able to obtain funding for worthwhile programs to serve the community, such as the Modern Recycling Center, the expansion of the Head Start program to help serve infants and families, expansion of the food pantry, and a partnership with Fairfield Homes to construct and rebuild units of affordable housing in Fairfield County. All of her accomplishments with the Lancaster Fairfield Community Action Agency she attributes to her wonderful and capable team. Kelly explains, "If I can claim any credit for our accomplishments, it would be that I had the pleasure and good fortune to put this team together. Identifying our strong group of leaders was no doubt the accomplishment I am most proud of during my career." Before the Athena Award, her husband Larry came up with a clever ruse to get her to attend the ceremony. Once she realized the truth, she claims that no one was more shocked about her receiving the award than she was. Kelly was surprised and humbled to receive the award, but even more surprised that her husband was able to fool her. Kelly is currently still adjusting to retirement, but plans to stay involved through volunteering in the community. Kelly is thankful for her family to be able to celebrate her 45th anniversary with Larry this year. In 2009, the emerging Athena recipient was Samantha Vo. In 2010, Marilyn Clark was the president of Clark Insurance and continues to be involved with the firm and the Chamber of Commerce. One of her most notable professional accomplishments was perpetuating Clark Insurance after the passing of her husband. When Marilyn received the Athena Award, she felt like a deer in the headlights, as she did not know she would be receiving the honor. Marilyn is proud of her award and is thankful for the wonderful people she has met through the Athena community. Today, Marilyn enjoys spending time with friends and family, taking walks, playing mahjong, and participating in a book club. In 2010, the emerging Athena recipient was Audra Lynn Geiger.
In 2011, Catherine Cheek owned 2 downtown Lancaster businesses, Promotions by Design and School Colors. Catherine has participated on several boards, including the YMCA, Destination Downtown Lancaster, and served as president of the Lancaster Rotary Club. Professionally, receiving the Athena Award is one of her most proud accomplishments. For Catherine, it was a very humbling experience, and it gave her a sense of belonging and acceptance in the community. That night, she was touched by the congratulations video from her sons, and also cherishes the time that she was able to spend with Tammy Nusser at the event. That was Tammy's last Athena Awards ceremony before she passed. Today, Catherine is still involved with the Chamber of Commerce through her business Promotions by Design. In 2011, the emerging Athena recipient was Jennifer Seifert. In 2012, Cynthia Pearsall was the chief nurse at Fairfield Medical Center. She's currently Chief Operating Officer of Impact Healthcare Management, whose mission is to help heal the wounds caused by substance abuse disorder. Cynthia explains that being a nurse is my soul, and some of her nursing career accomplishments include being a Navy nurse, the founding of the Mount Carmel College of Nursing at Fairfield Medical Center, in partnership with Ohio University Lancaster, partnering with Xavier University to help create their first local distance learning opportunity for master's preparation as a clinical nurse leader, and partnering with HeartMath and the Dave Ramsey organization to provide all of the hospital staff the opportunity to learn practices proven best for creating and sustaining emotional and financial health. Through her work, Cynthia has also seen significantly improved patient quality and safety scores, as well as a significant reduction in staff turnover. Cynthia admits that it's rare for her to receive awards, so the Athena Award is special to her, as it represents a reminder that her unseen hours of labor involved in nursing leadership were recognized and appreciated. Her family surprised her at the event, and she describes the experience as a warm, sweet memory all the way around. Today, Cynthia is proud of her work that she does in her career, and is also proud of her role as wife, mother, mother-in-law, and Nana. Looking back, Cynthia remembers, and I quote, "John McGraw and I grew up together as classmates for 12 years. When he began to introduce the recipient, it started to sound all too familiar, and at one point it was clear to me that I was the one he was talking about. And I very audibly said in a 'you've got to be kidding me' fashion, 'John McGraw?' And everyone laughed." In 2012, the emerging Athena recipient was Katie Doss. Penny Wasem was the sole owner of Lifetime Financial Planning Solutions, LLC in 2013. Penny has been past president of the Lancaster Rotary Club, active with many Lancaster High School boosters, and an elder at First Presbyterian Church, treasurer for Lancaster Community Concerts, and she was a member of the planning committee for the Central Ohio Estate Planning Council, the Fairfield County Foundation, and the Ohio University Lancaster Accounting Advisory Committee. Her proudest accomplishment was having the courage to leave the firm where she worked and start her own business. Penny has successfully grown her business over the last 17 years. In her career, she viewed many of the past Athena recipients as role models, so she felt very humbled and proud to receive the award. Penny says she wants to emulate many of the women to be that role model for those who are just starting out or are early in their career. Her daughter Olivia sang the national anthem at the year's ceremony, which added to the memorable experience. Today, Penny lives by the motto, service above self, as key to success. She still owns her business, is proud of her kids who recently graduated from college, and this year is celebrating her 30th wedding anniversary with her husband, Eric Hubbard. The 2013 Emerging Athena recipient was Sarah Secoy.
June Harcum was a 2014 recipient. June was an elementary school teacher and currently serves on the board of the Harcum House, which is the Child Advocacy Center of Fairfield County. She has served on the grant committee of the Fairfield County Foundation, and she was an active supporter of the First Methodist Church and the Decorative Arts Center of Ohio. When June received the Athena Award, she was completely overwhelmed and thought of the experience as a wonderful way for me to learn the fabric that makes up our community and to discover that a majority of them were run by such capable women. Today, June is grateful for her family, including her late husband Dave and their children Beth and Joe. She is also grateful that she herself was raised in such a warm and loving family and believes that the situation plants a base that serves you all of your life. The 2014 Emerging Athena recipient was Rachel Behrens. In 2015, Diana Spurgis was and still is the CEO of Business Systems Solutions Incorporated, an outsourced IT department for small business. She also founded TeenWorks, a nonprofit designed to help young adults facing a variety of barriers to experience the world of work in a positive way through mentoring, hands-on work experiences, reinforcement of skills and education, confidence building, career exploration, and cheering them on. Diana saw the Athena Award as a way of being noticed by community leaders and colleagues for my efforts in the pursuit of business excellence, community service, and advancement of women. When she thinks of the award, she is reminded of the continued responsibility I bear in living up to the recognition and trust with which it is given to me. Diana remains dedicated to building meaningful outcomes in her career and continuing to promote the advancement of women and community service. She is also the proud mother of 2 college-age kids with her husband Phil of 26 years. Today she continues to live by the mantra, doing the right thing even when no one is looking. Diana remembers that it was such a humbling experience to be named the 2015 Athena winner and to be presented the award by the McGraw family, who has honored so many amazing and talented women throughout the years. In 2015, the Emerging Athena recipient was Alyssa Bateson. Jennifer Gorsuch Walters received the Athena Award in 2016. She is currently the president of Fairfield Homes and Gorsuch Construction. Jennifer developed the Pearl House, an affordable housing community serving the needs of homeless families struggling with addiction. On the night of the Athena ceremony, she was accompanied by her grandmother, Mary Gorsuch, the 2004 Athena recipient. As the 2016 recipient, Jennifer said she has gained an even greater appreciation for all her contributions to the community. She explains further that the Athena Award has increased my awareness of the importance of my roots and where I have come from. It has heightened my appreciation of my heritage and my local community and those that work so hard to make Lancaster a great place to live and work. Today, Jennifer is married to her soulmate, Stephen, and has been blessed with 2 wonderful children. Jennifer is proud of her career and in the future is excited to contribute to the growth and development of Lancaster through projects such as creating East Point Lofts and Gateway Apartments. The 2016 Emerging Athena recipient was Kathleen Ould.
In 2017, Deb Smith was teaching at Ohio University Lancaster as an adjunct professor in the allied health area and was working in the community as a lecturer for Bridges Out of Poverty. She's a former chamber board member, president of the Recovery Center Board, assistant professor and assistant CIO at Ohio University Lancaster, chief information officer of the Ohio State University at Newark and Central Ohio Technical College, the program director of the Physical Therapist Assistant Program at Central Ohio Technical College, clinical manager at Professional Rehabilitation Associates, and a physical therapist at Ohio Health Nationwide. When Deb received her award, she was surprised by her emotional reaction. But the moment she held the statue, she felt an enormous responsibility to be an encourager of all women who are working for the betterment of society. She gained a new perspective of herself as, quote, someone who had to work harder to be an example of the principles of the award in the community. Deb is most proud of her persistent drive for new challenges, as each of her previously mentioned accomplishments challenged her as a person and helped her grow. She's also proud of her dedication to her family and her drive to help them be the best that they can be. Today, she hopes to stand as an example of what love for others and love for the community can do to foster growth of what is best of individuals in this community. Referring back to the night of the ceremony, Deb says, I remember bursting into tears when John McGraw began to read the biography of the winner and realized it was me. In 2017, the Emerging Athena recipient was Macy Sully. Angela Kryl was the 2018 Athena recipient. She owns Kryl Communications, an all-female communications firm, and is a volunteer with numerous organizations throughout the community, including currently serving as the chair of the Lancaster-Fairfield County Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors and chair for the Ohio University Lancaster Coordinating Council. Angela has served as a commissioner with the Ohio Expo Commission, is a lifelong 4-H volunteer, and is a member of the Fairfield Medical Center Board of Directors, Fairfield County College Bound, Fairfield County Big Brothers Big Sisters Board, and a member of Lancaster Rotary. In 2013, Angela received the Chamber of Commerce's Young Professional of the Year Award. On the night of the Athena ceremony, Angela remembers the amazing speech given by the previous year's recipient, Deb Smith, as well as the shock she felt when she realized that she was the 2018 recipient. For Angela, receiving the Athena Award was validation that she was running her business in accordance with her values. As she said, "It helped me double down on my approach to business, service, and life in general. It invigorated me and helped me strive to do even more." In her career, Angela is also proud to work with the outstanding professional women at her firm and to serve clients who are making a difference around the world. Angela is also proud of her happy marriage to husband Greg, whom she's had a crush on since kindergarten. Today, Angela continues to instill the values of hard work, integrity, kindness, and joy into her two sons. In 2018, the Emerging Athena recipient was Jessica Schultz. Carrie Brown was the most recent recipient of the Athena Award in 2019 and is County Administrator for Fairfield County. She explains that public service brings great responsibility and opportunity, and I so appreciate both aspects of the role. Carrie likes to think of her accomplishments as an ongoing work in progress. She values leadership in the community, social services, and local and state government and the education environment. The night she received her Athena Award brought her so much joy that it has already lifted her up many times throughout this year alone and will continue to do so in the future. Carrie says that becoming an Athena Award winner has allowed her to feel closer to many other female leaders in the community. She holds tight to the Athena principles and believes that they can be enlightening not only for herself, but for leaders of all backgrounds and genders. Carrie says, now more than ever, we need to embrace each person's worth. Diversity makes us better and allows us to innovate and solve the real problems of the world. Today, Carrie instills this open-minded wisdom into her children and grandchildren and continues to show her pride in her family, her career, and her reputation for stamina. In 2019, the Emerging Athena recipient was Nicole Shipley.
I hope you have enjoyed looking back on the Athena Award in Lancaster and Fairfield County over the years. I would like to congratulate our past recipients and thank them for each of their contributions they have made in our community and making it what it is today. I would like to take a moment to especially thank the Robert D. McGraw family for their original foresight in introducing this award and their continued support. It has truly been an honor for the Chamber of Commerce to partner with the McGraw family for the past 35 years. I would like to thank Kathy Bittler for her service on our planning committee over the years, her emceeing of many of our awards programs, and for assisting with the production of this video. Finally, I would like to take a moment to recognize our Chamber of Commerce sponsors, which you will see at the conclusion of the video. Without the support of these members, events like the Athena Award would not be possible. Thank you all for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next year for the 35th anniversary of the annual Athena Awards Banquet.